the biggest part of an IT budget that I typically am in charge of, it's going to be the people cost. You know, typically it may be somewhere around half of the IT related costs are the people. And you know, taking the benefit of being a global company, what we like to do is build what we call a center of excellence. So whether it's around an infrastructure or around a business applications area, to create a center of excellence that's a global team, typically located in 2 or 3 or 4 locations around the globe, but they're one team. And if I give an example, it would be, say we're implementing a lot of web technologies. We have a web center of excellence. They're responsible for building and operating and enhancing those web platforms. And we would locate those people in Asia, in Europe, and in the Americas. And what we're typically looking to do with a center of excellence is 2 things as it relates to cost. One is eliminate or minimize the need for expensive external consulting. So, you know, by definition, if you hire and develop really, really strong people in a particular area of technology, you need to spend less of your dollars on bringing in consultants to work with your people to help them get the work done. So that's one piece of the kind of cost side of the center of excellence puzzle. The other piece is, you know, leverage the fact that we're global. So if I take people in our case, in New York and in Malaysia, in China, in India, in Russia, in the UK, places where we typically have our major IT locations, if I take and I have a team that's spread geographically like that, I can do a couple of things. I can stay close to the business in their time zone. We can do follow the sun coverage as it relates to you know, supporting a 7 by 24-hour operation. But we can also leverage the different wage rates around the world. And what we get is a blended cost that's actually, you know, a significant saving versus, you know, having everybody in the US or having everybody in the UK. The other perspective, and it's not as easy to measure, but it is cost related, the Center of Excellence is a learning organization. So it's Avon people who work on an implementation or work on an initiative, and they carry that knowledge and that information forward to the next initiative and to the next country if you're rolling something out country by country. And so you just get faster and you just get better at doing it. If you can do it faster and you can do it better, you can do it cheaper. And typically with the consulting firms or even with the offshoring, outsourcing partners, it's difficult to keep the same people on the engagement if it's a multi-year program. And the other issue we have found, and I would typically find in building a center of excellence, is, you know, it's kind of hinted at in the term, but it is more central. And that means in an organization like ours where we've got 60 IT groups around the world, some of the work has to flow from the country level and move into these hubs or these centers. And if you try and build a center of excellence model that doesn't move work, I think you actually duplicate costs as opposed to, you know, become leaner and take cost out. And so there's some organizational challenges as you move people to the centers, and in some cases have to make decisions as to how you redeploy people that need to be thought through.